Good morning, everybody. I'm going to read some beautiful emails here. As you guys grab your coffees from the brand new coffee machines in the back. This one blew my mind. Dear 8-Minute Daf, hi Rebbe Eli. I'm writing to you from the depth of my heart. I'm an American bocher learning in Israel. I'll be very blunt here. It's been a long yerida since I came. I haven't davened or put on tefillin for the longest time. While browsing Yeshiva World, I saw this ad for this 8-minute daf. I haven't cracked the book in a while, but said to myself that if my screen time is 9+ hours, I can give it 8 minutes a day. Well, the effect of your entertaining down-to-earth shir gave me that spark, and yesterday I made a resolution to wear my tefillin also for 8 minutes. Hope to one day be holding to watch the 45-minute shir and to wear my tefillin for that long as well. Sincerely, an inspired fan.
Great. That's great. That is great. Yeah. That's amazing.
Today we have the very big schos of having one of my best friends from Chicago, Mr. Louis Colum. He's the owner of a bank in Chicago, and I've done a lot of business with him and a lot of Torah with him. You can't get a loan from him unless you hear 5 to 6 hours with the Torah, and it's well worth it. Mr. Louis Colum and his partner, they secured a huge donation for this Beis Medrash and the naming of the building. The name of the building is, as I mentioned, at the Siyum HaShas and the Chanukas HaBayis, is named in honor of his friend, Rabbi Einhorn, and his wife. We don't have the sign up yet. It's coming. Louis, Shalom Aleichem. Are you able to talk? I know you're. What's the name of your rabbi? Say it loud. No, your rabbi from your shul. The one you daven on Shabbos. Rabbi Liebtag. So I thought it was a tremendous hashgacha pratis that I received an email yesterday, and I'm going to read this email. Dear Rabbi Stefansky, my wife and I are doing your 8-minute daf. In addition, I've been attending your full Daf Yomi on YouTube. We live in Modi'in, made Aliyah 8 years ago from Baltimore. Our daughters made Aliyah to Modi'in in 2008. Anyway, our son, Rabbi Aaron Liebtag, is the Rav at KGBS in Lincolnwood. As you can see, he thinks most highly of you, because there's another email here. He's been in Chicago for over 10 years. He was in the first group in the YU Torah Mitzion Kol and Skokie. Yashakayach for all you do, Bernard Liebtag. So I thought that was Hashgacha Pratis. You're here now, and Rabbi Liebtag sent that. And one more for today. You got to hear this one. You guys remember that guy that came from Reb Chaim Kanievsky? The guy that Reb Chaim Kanievsky sent to the shir? The guy from Lakewood. Yeah. Dear Reb Eli, I'm the guy from Lakewood that Reb Chaim sent into the shir. I'm definitely the guy that holds the record for listening to your shir in the most locations starting Nida Daf Nun on December 12, 2019 in Ramat Bet Shemesh. That was the first time he ever went to Daf Yomi shir. I listen every day. In the past month, I was Mekadesh America with Yeshir in the following places. 14 places: Lakewood, Detroit, Chicago, Omaha, Nebraska, Dallas, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Delaware, Maryland, Richmond, Virginia, Elizabeth City, North Carolina, Newark, Ohio, Atlanta, Georgia, Springfield, Missouri. Thank you so much for being the only, he said it, greatest shir online and the only reliable shir on YouTube. All right, let's go. Let's start learning, Rabbi Isai. Sorry. All right, then it's a tremendous chus to have Louis here. We're those guys we hired to fill up the seats. Okay, they're coming in later. Shkoyach. By the way, Louis, it's a tremendous chus to have the name, the dedication on the building. We are, what, over here? Rabbi Simcha Sussman and Rabbi Aaron Pessin are starting a koil at 4:30 in the morning. And as you saw, there's a huge minyan for Shachris at 6:30. We have the shir at 7:15. Then we have another Shachris. There's going to be Bachram learning here for 2 hours. There's going to be a koil with guys that are learning Shas with Chazaras. Bekitzer from 4:30 in the morning all the way to 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, straight Torah and Tefillah. So there's still opportunities. This room doesn't have a dedication yet. Fine. Zok the Gemara, we're holding Daf Yud Beis Amud Beis, today's Daf Yud Gimel. We're holding by the Gemara, the famous Machlokes that we say in the Agada. What's the pshat in the pasuk? Kol Yemei Chayecha. Chachamim say that we're going to say Kriya Shema, we're going to say Yitzias Mitzrayim, Zechiras Yitzias Mitzrayim in the time of Mashiach. Tanya. We're holding by the Gemara. Amar Lohem Ben Zoyim El Chachamim. We're talking about an 18-year-old arguing with Chachamim. B'chi Maskir Yitzias Mitzrayim in the Moshe Mashiach. Are we actually going to say Yitzias Mitzrayim when Mashiach comes? V'lo Yikvay Nemar Hine Yomim Boim Num Hashem V'lo Yoimru Oid Chai Hashem. It reminds me of Chai Hashem. You guys know who Chai Hashem is? Where's Chai Hashem? I'll tell you where Chai Hashem is. Chai Hashem is Yeshua Aaron Price. He used to run around the neighborhood saying Chai Hashem to everybody until I told him he's probably not allowed to, so he stopped. He was here until 5:30 in the morning doing spongea. Last night they did the holes in the ceiling and they left it a disaster. We couldn't say shir yesterday. He single-handedly had to scrub the floor. He's conked out. So the kids, you have to make your own coffee today. Chai Hashem. Another coincidence. So we're not going to talk about Yitzias Mitzrayim. It says in the pasuk, Kim Chai Hashem Asher Helo. There's a new chiyuv. There's a new chiyuv, a new zechira. What are we going to mention every day? Asher Helo, Asher Hevi Zeret Beis Yisrael, Meretz Tzafayno, Umikol HaRotzois, Asher Yidachtim Shom. That machine makes noise. We're going to have to stop that once shir starts. What? What do you say? Not so bad. Okay. All right. Music for your ears. Smell. Alcopam, those are the best machines on the market, by the way. Yura. It's unbelievable coffee.
I thought Chai Hashem was waiting for the chuppah.
Oh, you're right. This is a continuation. You are right. Good point. Thanks for noticing. Yes, I'm still in the Mishnah. Rebbe Elazar ben Azariah, he's right. This is Ben Zayma. This is a brisa that continues the argument, but it wasn't. He just made fun of the longest chuppah
ever
on record. It was one of the nicest chasanas I ever went to, most levitic chasana I ever went to. Yesterday, Noam Fix, the principle of Tomer Dvora, and the Filim Magid when I'm gone. Beautiful chasana, Yishkoyach. Once we're talking already, today, this morning, we hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's a tremendous, for the regular share, the 42-minute share. The 8 minutes is over 15,000. All right. I mean, there's WhatsApp, and then there's the All Daf, and then there's on YouTube. It's a balagan to count, but it's over 15. Zog the Gemara. Bekitzer, so it says that we're going to stop mentioning Yitzias Mitzrayim. We're going to start talking about the new Geula that happened after Goy Gumagad. Omerloi, lo shidaka Yitzias Mitzrayim Mekayma. Not pshat that there's not going to be a mention at all of Yitzias Mitzrayim. Elo shtei shibud malchiyus ikar. So pay attention. What does the word shibud malchuyos mean? Shibud malchuyos means, yeah, Gary, that's too loud. We're going to stop that. We're going to be on a clock. You got to come on time to get a good coffee. The rest will be also good, but not as good. No. Elo shtei shibud malchuyos ikir v'yitzias mitzrayim tofel. Now what? Shibud malchuyos is referring to the Goy Gumagay. So the final geula that we have, our shibud today, that's what we're going to be mentioning. The geula that we come out of the gullus of today. And the gullus Mitzrayim is going to be muted a little bit. We're going to mention it, but not as much as we mentioned today. In every Kriya Shema and in Tefillah, it's not going to be as big. Similarly, we say, Lo yikar shimcha id Yaakov kim Yisrael yeshmecha. Because Baruch Hu changed Yaakov Avinu's name to Yisrael. What happened? Not that it's completely gone, just El Yisrael Ikir of Yaakov Tafel. It'll be muted. So if you say Yaakov Avinu's name, you say Yaakov instead of Yisrael, you're not over in Aveira, as we're going to see soon that you're over in Aveira if you call Avraham Avinu Avram. Says the Gemara, El Yisrael Ikir of Yaakov Tafel. V'chein oimer, al tizkiru Rishonos v'kadmonis altis bainanu. What does that mean? You shouldn't mention the earlier goliaths that we had. And you shouldn't look into the earlier ones. Al tisku rishonos ze shibud malchuyos. Now this is a little tricky. Because a second ago we said that Shibud Machuyos means the gulls that we're in right now. And now it's not referring to that. Shibud Machuyos here, we must say that it means the gullus of Bavel, Madai, and Paras. The earlier gullus. That we're not going to remember anymore. Because Maniyos Altis Bainanu. Zu Yitzias Mitzrayim. Even Yitzias Mitzrayim we're not going to mention. I'm going to give you a brand new, something new to be happy about. A new Geula. So because the Gemara says that I'm going to give you something new, obviously when it says Shibud Machuyos, it's not referring to the Shibud Machuyos that we had 4 lines ago. It's a different Shibud Machuyos, referring to Bavel, Madai, and Paras. I'll give you a mashal. A guy had an encounter with a wolf, and he was saved from the wolf. He has a great story to tell over. But later on, he bumped into a lion, and he was saved from the lion. Every day, it's about the safari. Bekitzer, what? I'm not even going to talk about the safari. That we bumped in. One day we bumped into a leopard. We were all excited. But the next day you bumped into this. It's even more exciting because you forget about the mice before. Pagabay Nachash. This I don't understand. Probably not a small little cobra. Probably like an anaconda. One of these snakes that could swallow an alligator. You bump into something like that. There's a famous mice. Rabbi Galinsky, the guy, the taxi driver said, "You're not going to believe it. I was in Thailand, and I was in a tent. In the middle of the night, I hear my friend screaming, and I see a snake wrapped around him. And my friend is dying. I'm hitting the snake, and the snake just starts constricting more and more. So my friend said, Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, and all of a sudden the snake just ran away. And his friend became a Baal Tshuva. So Ranka Galinsky asked him, and what about you? You saw the whole story. He said, no, it happened to him. It didn't happen to me. It was a great story, so you say the story over, and you don't talk about the lion. Shochach Ma'aseh Shneim, so to Klal Yisrael, and I mean, we could think about it. We had such SARS in Klal Yisrael. We had the Spanish Inquisition, but who even talks about it when you have the World War II, 6 million Yidden? What comes last is stronger and harder, and we forget about the earlier tsaras. Avkach Yisrael tsaras achronis mishakros esarishonos. Avram, who Avraham? Batchilo nasa avla Aram. What does Avram mean? He was the father of his nation, Aram. Then he became the father of all nations. Sarai, he's Sarah. In the beginning, her name was Sarai, and then she became Sarah. She was the princess of her nation. Now, riddle: which people in Klal Yisrael HaKadosh Baruch Hu named them himself? Very good. How do you know? Because Taisus asked the question, what happened to Yitzchak? And we talk about Yaakov, we talk about Avram. How come HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't change Yitzchak's name? Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself named him. And then, it's not Taisus. Rav Nissen Goyen on the side says, 4 people. Yitzchak, Ishmael, Yoshio, and Shlomo HaMelech. Also known as Yedidia, depending who called him then. Al kol panim. L'soif, Nasa Sora l'cholim kula. If you call Avraham Avinu Avram, you're over in Asay. Shenemar v'hoyu shimcha Avraham. Your name should be Avram from this day on. Over Belav, not only in Asay, you're over in Alav. Shenemar v'lo yikore oy the shimcha Avram. You shouldn't. That's Alav. So you're over on Asay and Alav. Elamata akori l'sora Sorai yochinami. Are you over in Alav if you call somebody Sorai? Hasam kucha brichu amal Avram was a commandment to Avram Avinu, not to Klal Yisrael. Okay. We're not mechuyev to. That was Avram Avinu's avera to call her something else. What about if you call Yaakov Avinu Yaakov, and we do that every day? Shani Yasam, the Hoda Ahadri Kro, HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself called him Yaakov D'chsiv, Vayomer Elikim L'Yisrael B'maris Alayla Vayomer Yaakov. It starts off Yisrael. In other words, his name was Yisrael. So we're at a point of time that he already switched his name, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu called him Yaakov. Masav Rabbi Yosi bar Oven, Vitem Rabbi Yosi bar Zvida, Atu Hashem Elikim. We say it every morning in Shachris. We say Asher B'charta Ba'Avram. We do call him Avram. Yoiven Asay, Amalei Hasam Navi Nechem Yehuda Komisadi L'Shivchei D'Rachmona Ma'Dahav Mikara. The Navi is telling us history, that his name was Avram, and it switched to Avram. It's not that he's calling him Avram. And with that, we finish the first perek in Shas. Hadron Alochmi Mosai, Hadron Mosai. I see most of the Olam is still with us, Baruch Hashem. I know it's... Yeah, Louis, why don't you come up here? It's another.
The first Or Chaim in Vayechid has a lot of rituals about Yaakov Yisrael, why it changes back and forth. Yisrael sat up his bed. Yaakov did the bracha, Yisrael was going to die.
Oh no. And he's running away. Look at that. He pushed the button and ran out. Shkoyach Gary. He loves his machine. All right, bring your other machine, that camera, Gary. Zokt in the Heilige Mishnah. We should all be zeicher to finish the entire Shas together. No dropping out. I know this is fun stuff. Sometimes it's going to get harder. Stick it out. It's kedai. Haya koira what? Haya koira ba Torah. V'giya zman mikro. Person was reading from the Torah, and while he's reading the Torah, he wasn't planning on saying Kriya Shema, but he realized, Higiya Zman HaMikra, it's time to say it's Zman Kriya Shema, I could say Shema. Im Kiven Libo Yotza. If he had Kavana, he's Yotza. The Gemara is going to explain what that means. Baprokim, now just to, maybe this will make it a little easier, this is Ruvain's doing. It goes like this. If a guy has a gun to your head, I don't know if you can read it, small, kind of small. Mipnei Ayira means, according to Rashi, you're fearful for your life. So if you're fearful for your life, it's not a chiddush. You could stop in middle Shema anywhere and say hello to somebody. Guy has a gun. What does it look like? A guy has a gun. Here. Fine. A guy like that, a really dangerous guy. What? Oh, we'll get there in a second. That's. So now. But Mipnei HaKavod, this I didn't realize the first time I saw this. I thought it's okay, it's a picture of me and Chaim, but Reuven made an attempt to put a black hat on my hat. So it's a weak attempt. You could actually see my yarmulke through or whatever. I don't know what program he was using. Exactly. Oh. No, the best would be if you would give me short sleeves, a watch, and like eye shave, like holding a shaver. Okay, fine. And a picture, a horse, like the Ralph Lauren shirt. And Reb Chaim, my wife's name is Ashira. What do I do? Fine. Mipnei HaKavod. Everything, Beina Prokim, meaning between chapters, between brachas. Very easy, between Vayim Shemayim and Vayomer, between a bracha and a bracha. It seems like everything is mutter, all green. To ask is mutter, according to Rameir and Rabbi Yehuda. To answer, mutter. But according to Rabbi Yehuda, he sticks in one thing. It's mutter to answer anybody, even your friend, and Amaretz. Now, Be'emtza Perek, just to make it this simple, it's all green, Ben HaProkim, and it's all red besides one, Be'emtza Perek. In other words, Be'emtza Perek means in the middle of the chapter, you say, the third pasuk in, someone comes over to you, Shalom Aleichem. Are you allowed to answer him? Are you allowed to answer back? Are you allowed to say Shalom Aleichem to Reb Chaim Kanievsky? So to say Shalom Aleichem, to start off the conversation, also according to everybody. To answer, it's easier according to Rabbi Yehuda to answer. So you're allowed to answer somebody if somebody says, and he's covered. We're talking about Reb Chaim Kanievsky, your father, covered. Depending on which Rishonim, what covered means exactly. Fine. Zok the Mishnah, Ba Prokim, meaning between the Prokim, and the Mishnah is going to explain what that means. Shoyel b'nei HaKavod u'meishiv, he's allowed to start a conversation, Shalom Aleichem, and answer. Somebody chashuv. It could be an old person, according to some. It could be your parents. Certainly a gadol. According to Rashi, it means a dangerous man. According to other Rishonim, like the Rashi, means somebody that he's scared of, like his father. His father, a gesundte patch. That means Mipnei Ayira, according to the Rashi. Umeishiv Divir Remeir. It can't be a dangerous man. Of course, you could say Bnei Ayira that we said according to everybody. And you're allowed to answer Umeishiv L'chol Adam. So between Prokim, you're even allowed to ask, you're allowed to start off the conversation, and you're allowed to answer to anybody. Elu Ben HaProkim. What does it mean Ben HaProkim? Ben Bracha Rishon Shniya. Between the first and second bracha, is the whole party. So according to Rameir or Tanakama, between Vayomer and Emes V'Yatziv is also considered another parsha. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, ben Vayomer and Emes V'Yatziv, lo yafsik. You shouldn't make a hefsik there, and the Gemara explains. So it's interesting. In the Mishnah it says, why is Shema before Vahim Shemoya? Because it is before Vahim Shemoya. The question really is, Taisus explains in Daf Yudalid, on Beis, on top, small little Taisvas, and Taisus over there explains that Vahim Shemoya should have been first because it's talking to the Rabbim, whereas Shema is to the Yachid. So the Gemara explains, because Shema is all Machus Shemayim, that comes first. Vayim Shemoya leVayomer. Vayomer, Rabbi Yisai, is first in the Torah. Chronological order comes Vayomer, then Shema, then Vayim Shemoya. So why is Vayomer not first? Vayomer also has all Machus Shemayim. Shevayim Shemoya noig ben Vayomer ve'in Laila. Torah goes all day and night. V'gisa boy yoyim v'layla. Vayomer ein noig elo bayoyim belvad. But Vayomer is only during the day. In other words, tzitzis is only during the day. Ask me, but there's other things in Vayomer, like Yitzias Mitzrayim, okay. Ayin and Tzlach. Shema mino mitzvahs tzrichas kavana. You see from here that you need to be mekaven, because the Mishnah starts off saying, Im kiven li bayotza. This is a famous machlokes in Shas, and Rashi brings, what if a person blew a shofar or shana, he had no intent to do the mitzvah shofar, he was just trying to make noise. According to this, you're not yaitza. So what do? Says the Gemara, Mayim kiven li likrois. No, not to have kavanah for the mitzvah, he has to have kavanah to read. V'kakari, what do you mean kavanah to read? He is reading, anybody that's reading obviously meant to read. Says the Gemara, not true. B'kar l'hagia, he's a sefer, he's fixing a sefer Torah, and part of what they do is they say the words, sometimes out loud, sometimes they mumble, he's just saying it, he doesn't know what he's saying. He's trying to see if there's a mistake, but he's not reading to read. Taisus doesn't like that so much. Taisus says that when you read to be magia, you don't care to say the vowelization correctly. You're just seeing to see if anything's missing. But you don't care to say b'shiftecha with the shvan with the this. You mumble. So mela, it's not real words. That's how Taisus learns. I could hear Rashi very well, because you're like reading. Sometimes people read books and they're reading. They're not reading. It comes out of their mouth. They're mumbling something. Tara Rabbanan. Kriya Shema kichsava divi Rebbe. Rebbe holds that Kriya Shema has to be in Lashon HaKodesh, the way it was written the first time. B'chachamrim oimrim b'chol lashon. You can say Kriya Shema in English, and that's actually the halacha, like Chachamim. My time of the Rebbe, Omakra v'hayu. V'hayu. Do we have this? Yes. Here we go. If you guys are not familiar with this pasuk, here it is. The third pasuk in Shema, v'hayu. So we learn what this word means. It should be as is, the way it was written, no different. B'haviyosan v'rabbanon maitamayu omakra shema. Let me show you where it is in the pasuk. Shema. It means listen, hear. B'chol lashon shata shema. Any way you could hear it. L'Rebbe nami yoksiv shema. What does he do with the word shema? Hashma la'oznecha ma shetamotzi mipicha. We're very familiar with this here in Eretz Yisrael, that there's a mitzvah to hear the words of Shema. Even if everybody's davening Shemona Esrei quietly next to you, Shema, 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 really loud. Because it says, that's what you're supposed to do. What? It's halacha. It's also halacha to be considerate of the people next to you. Here we go again. Not a joke. I'm not kidding. I was in line, and the guy cuts me off. I go, what are you doing? It's usher. He goes, Efo. I told him, Madisani Allah. He didn't have anything. No, that's not, no. It's not sunny on me. I don't care if you cut me. It's like, right. Show me an halacha that it says that it's usher. Hold, and Rabbanan hold, maybe that's not the halacha, that lo yishmi Allah is no yatsa. If it's better to, but if you don't, you're still yatsa. What do Rabbanan do with the word v'hayu afterwards? So if you say b'chol elikecha Hashem, you got a problem. You're not yoytze, even though you said all the words of Shema. It has to be in order. Rebbe Shalaikir l'mafremenole. How do you know you can't read l'mafre? Nafkele midvarim hadvarim. You see, That it could have been said like that. It's in dvarim had dvarim loy darshi. What happened? Really?
Now you're back on. It's been spotty.
It's working. I'm monitoring it right here.
Okay, maybe it will. Lememra the Sava Rebbe the Kalatar Kul b'Chaloshin Emra. How do you listen to Kodesh? So Rashi in Soita says that the question is on Kriyas HaTorah. Are you telling me that I have to say Kriyas HaTorah in Rabbi Isai? Just simple words. In any language, I could say Kriyas HaTorah in language because the Yisrael could have the Kodesh Nemra. Why is there emphasis on Kriya Shema according to Rabbi? Mashma, everything else, I could get up and lane on Shabbos in English. Take out my art scroll and start laning. It doesn't make sense. Says Gemara, no, of course Kriya HaTorah has to be in Lashon Kodesh. But the problem is, Rabbi had that it says Shema, Hashmei La'aznacha. And in Mela, he needs a special word in Shema to tell me that Shema also has to be in Lashon Kodesh. Not like Chacham, but they who hold, they can say Kriya Shema in English, what they're going to hold that the rest of the Torah not? Why do you need a special Chiddush by Shema? Let's say Shema is different. Shema could be in Itzrich Mishum D'chsiv V'hayu. Because by Shema it says V'hayu and it has to be as is like Rebbe, so they need a special word to say by Shema is different. Torah Bonam. I know, I was hoping somebody would ask that question. Okay, but maybe what if it doesn't change the meaning?
Read any story out of order, it doesn't make sense.
Hashem v'ahavta, I don't know what. I was here to all the words. Weiter, I hear the question. If you have a good third answer, tell me. Hadvarim Torah Bonam v'hayu tehei kol parashat tzricha kavana. Maybe you have to have kavana chas v'shalom on the whole parasha. Says Gemara, no, that would be impossible to have kavana in the whole parasha. You could barely have kavana on one pasuk. Not chas v'shalom. Of course, you should be mechaven. So what does it say? Here, v'hayu advarim ha'ele al levavecha. Levavecha is a lashon of kavana. Says the Gemara, at kan tzricha kavana, mikam ve'elach in tzricha kavana. That's why I put down these three psukim here. One, Shema, v'ahavta, v'hayu. According to the shita, we're going to see three shitas. Shita number one is Remeir. All you need to have kavana is the first pasuk Kriya Shema. That's the halacha. Lemais at the end of the day, you shouldn't do that. You should try to do more. But if you have an oinus and that's all you had, you're yaitza. The shita that we just read is you need the first three psukim kavana, and then you have Rabbi Akiva that says the entire parak, the first parak. Ad kan tzricha kavana. What does it mean ad kan? Until this word alevavecha, which is the three psukim, you need kavana. Mikam ve'elchein tzricha kavana. Later, anything more you don't need. Divrei Rabbi Eliezer. In other words, you need, just if you didn't do it, you're yoitza. Omer Rabbi Akiva, areyu oimer, we're on Daf Yud Gimel and Beis, asher anoichi mitzavecha hayoim alevavecha. Says Tosfos. It should have said asher tzivisicha, but it says mitzavcha, so it means from here on. Asher anoichi mitzavcha hayoim alevavecha, mikan atalomet shekol haparsha kula tzricha kavana. You hear the Tosfos diuk. It says it doesn't say asher anoichi asher tzivisicha. It says asher anoichi mitzavcha. Like you need it right now. It's not in the past. It's a daily thing. Mitzavcha. Have kavana every day. The whole thing. But the Gemara says later on, the halacha is like, Rava says the halacha is like the first shita. Some say it on this, and some say the same exact thing but on something else. The Sanya. You have to have kavana. You need the first entire Rabbi Yehuda. Remember this Rabbi Yehuda, we need the entire perek. Omer Rabbi Chana, Omer Rabbi Yochanan, halachik Berachos, Omer Mishum Rabbi Yehuda, and Rabbi Yochanan passings like Rabbi Yehuda. You need the first parak. Tanya Yidach, v'hayu, shel yikir l'mafreya. That's what we learned a few times. You can't read out of order. Al levavecha. What do we do with this word? Al levavecha. These words. Rabbi Zutra Omer at kam mitzvah kavana. Mikan ve'elach. What does that mean? Mikan ve'elach. This second parsha of Shema, mitzvah kriya. It's a mitzvah to read it. You understand? There's some people that just look at the words I know people like that. I've seen in shul, they just scan the words with their eyes, like they're reading a book. No, there's a mitzvah to enunciate the words. Is that the word?
Enunciate, yeah.
Okay.
That's good. That
Okay,
works.
okay.
Frankincense.
Frankincense, enunciate. We're learning the words. Fine. Rabbi Yossi Omer, Ad kan mitzvahs, the Gemara is going to explain. Ad kan mitzvahs kriya. No. The whole parasha, the first parasha, is a mitzvah to read. Nothing to do with kavanah. The Gemara is going to explain, don't get worried. The Gemara is going to explain, it's not like that. There is a mitzvah in the first parasha of kavanah. Ma'ishna mikan ve'elach mitzvahs kriya. D'chsiv ledaber bam. Okay, so over here in this first parasha it says v'dibarta bam, v'dibarta bam. But the second parasha it says ledaber bam. V'lemata moisim is b'neichem ledaber bam. So ledaber bam means to say it, to read it. So there's a mitzvah of reading, says the Gemara. Why in the second parasha is only a mitzvah kriya? D'chsiv ledaber bam. Hochinami d'chsiv v'dibarta bam. I showed you, yeah. It says v'dibarta bam also, same kind of lashon in the first parasha. Hochigo amar ad kam mitzvahs kavana ukriya. No, okay. What we meant to say is in this parasha, the first parasha, you have to be mechaven, and of course you have to read because it says v'dibarta bam. Mikam ve'elach kriya b'lo kavana. But the second parasha, it just says ledaber bam. It doesn't say anything about alavavchem. Let's pretend we don't know about that. So there's only a mitzvah to read it, not a mitzvah to have kavana. D'chsiv al levavecha v'dibarta bam. Hasam nami hoksiv al levavchem. Umayshna frag the Gemara. Umayshna ad kam mitzvah kavana ukriya d'chsiv al levavecha v'dibarta bam. In the first parasha it says both kriya and kavana. Hasam nami hoksiv al levavchem ledaber bam. Here in red al levavchem ledaber bam. Alavavchem means kavana. Ledaber bam means you have to say it with your mouth. Like the Rabbi Yitzchak. No, this alavavchem is not coming to tell you a mitzvah kavana. It's coming to say another chiddush. Where do you put on tefillin shel yad? It says right over here. Ukshartem oisam loisal yetchem. Right after this word alavavchem. Where? Alavavchem, by your heart. I would think maybe put tefillin over here, over here. It's right over here on your bicep. How do I know that? Because of this pasuk. Dom is samtim is dvarei eila. Tzricha shtesimo keneged alev. Omar mar. Rabbi Yossi, let's go back to Rabbi Yossi for a second. Rabbi Yossi Omer ad kam mitzvahs kriya. The first parasha is only reading. Mikam ve'elach mitzvahs kavana. The second parasha you have the kavana. Ma'ishna mikam ve'elach mitzvahs kavana. Why in the second parasha you tell me you have kavana? Mishum d'chsiv alavavchem. He took it from these words, alavavchem. The first parasha also chanami oksiv alavavecha. Hachiko amar. You're right. Ad kam mitzvahs kriya b'kavana. The first parasha, of course, you have to have kavana because it says alavavecha. Yeah? The first parasha says alavavecha. Of course, you need kavana according to Rabbi Yossi. Ad kam mitzvahs kriya b'kavana, mikam ve'elach kavana b'lo kriya. Comes Rabbi Yossi and says a chidush. I don't need kriya in the second parasha. I should get rid of this. Make it easier. Don't need this. But the second parasha, I don't need kriya. So what's the obvious question? But it says ledaber bam. Umayishna ad kam mitzvahs kriya v'kavana d'chsiv alavavecha v'dibarta bam. Hasam nami d'chsiv alavavchem ledaber bam. You have to read it. Au b'divrei Torah d'chsiv. V'achiga amar Rachmana agmiru b'naichu Torah keich deligrusu b'hu. There's a special mitzvah to teach your children Torah in order so that your children, you hear this, Rabbi Isai? So your children should talk in learning. What's the difference? Because if you check this out over here, it says, V'shinantim levonecha v'dibarta bam. It says v'dibarta bam, it's a vav. So I could say, V'shinantim levonecha kama, v'dibarta bam is talking about Kriya Shema. You say Kriya Shema, whatever it is. But over here, it's a lot stronger. It says, V'limatem oisim es b'neichem lidaber bam. You're teaching your children Torah. Why? Lidaber bam. It's not v'dibartem bam, it's lidaber bam. Great. Tana Rabbanon. Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Ad kan tzricho kavanas halev. Divrei Rebbe Meir. So now we have Rebbe Meir. Rebbe Meir says the only kavana that you're mechuyev to, and if you don't have that kavana, I don't know if nowadays you repeat it or not. I don't know what the halacha is. I know Shemona Esrei you don't repeat if you don't have kavana because we're not going to be mechaven the second time around. I don't know. I don't remember the halacha. Omar Rava halacha ki Rabbi Meir. That's the halacha. You see, the Shulchan Aruch is mitzayin it. At kan tzricha kavanas alev, you only need to be mechaven la halacha in the first pasuk of Shema Yisrael. Tanya Simchas Omer kol amarich be'echad. If you say the word echad long, marichim lo yamav v'shnaisav. You get arichus yamim for saying the word echad. What does it mean? Say the word echad. Because he said it long. Because, right. Well, but what are you doing while you're saying? You're being mamach HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You're being mi'achad HaKadosh Baruch Hu in all the alamas, up and down, and all four directions. Omer Rav Acha bar Yaakov ubedalad. The arichos is not in the aleph and in the ches. The arichos is in the dalad. Now, if you're Teimani, it works out very well. Because according to Teimanim, and I saw Kapach last night, and he told me that Teimanim say dalad, the. So you say echad, and the could go on forever. But if you're Ashkenazi or Sfardi, you have major issue with this Gemara. It doesn't work so well. And then we know that the Teimani Messiah is the better Messiah, and it fits better in here. You see, you could do that. Unless you could do echad, I don't know how to do it. Because it doesn't really work. Fine. Under the ches, echad, under the ches is a comment. If you say it really quickly, it might sound like a shva. Chad. You have to say echad. You have to pronounce the ches. He saw that he was saying echad really, really long. In other words, he's doing hoichanyanim. There's kabbalistic things that go into it. It's not just the four ruchos up and down. Omerlei kivin da amlichte lemalo ulamato ula arba ruchos hashomayim su loy tzrichas. You don't need to do more than the four sides and up and down. I saw an amazing marsha, and it's very neged to us. Halach lamaisa. The marsha says, what bothered him so much? Why did he tell him Musar? Because he wanted to make sure that he damaged Shemona Esrei with the tzibur. You have to don't say a long Shema on the account of Shemona Esrei. Make sure that you get to Shemona Esrei with everybody else. But tzibur, Baruch Hashem, in this minyan, it's pretty much like that. Mitzalach l'maisa, you should stand Shemona Esrei. So if you want to daven b'minyan, minyan is the beginning of Shemona Esrei with everybody else. Omer Rav Nosson bar Mar Ukvo, Omer Rav Yehuda. Al levavecho ba'amida. What does that mean? When you say al levavecho, you have to have kavana. In other words, up. Well, the Gemara now understands it's the words al levavecho. You have to stand, meaning you don't have to stand up out of your seat. It means you have to stand still. So even according to Basilo, that you could be going on the way over lechta chavaderach, and yet you could be working ba'amida. For those three psukim, stop working. Stop walking, stop whatever you're doing, and say Shema. If you're in a sitting position, then it's great. So Amida doesn't mean literally to stand up. Alevavecha so kadaitoch. What? Just for those two words? Elo ema ad alevavecha. The first three psukim of Kriya Shema ba'amida. Mikam ve'elach loy. Rabbi Yochanan Omar kol ha'parsha kula ba'amida. So Rabbi Yochanan, as we said before, we said before, the halach is like Rabbi Yehuda. That you have to have kavanah in the first parasha. Similarly, if you have to have kavanah in the first parasha, you have to stand the whole first parasha, meaning you have to stand still. Yes, Avi.
5 minutes.
Oh, I thought you were asking a kasha. Seriously. 5 minutes. Okay, shkoyach. What happened, Yosef? You took your job? Oh, Yosef is sleeping. He's up all night pumping out those 15,000 WhatsApps. 4 minutes. Tanarabana, we got to move. Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Zoi Krishma Shor Yehuda Anosi. Rebbe. The Heilige Rebbe, all he said was Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Omalei Rav LeRebbe Chia. Lechazina LeRebbe L'Mekabel L'Malchus Shemayim. What's going on here? Rebbe got up early in the morning. And from dark, he would sit there and teach Torah the entire day. He didn't have time to say Kriya Shema. He is actually Pater in Kriya Shema. He's, what's the word? He's Isaac. What? No. What? Right. Tarasim Lasei, thank you. Who said that? Rabbi Yisrael Meir, Simon, Shkoyach. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Fine. He's not mechuyev too. So one Talmud says to the other, well, what's going on with our Rebbe? He doesn't even say Shema. Omar le bar pchasi. You're the son of Gedolim. B'shol shemavi yodov al ponov mikabel oloich mashumayim. No, you didn't notice. He goes like this in the middle, and you think he's just rubbing his eyes. He's saying Kriya Shema then. He's saying at least the first pasuk. Ask the Gemara. Later on during the day, maybe it's after Zman Kriya. What does he do? Does he say it or not? No, he's happy with the first pasuk, Rebbe. We just have one issue that we know. One thing we know: all the Talmidim of Rebbe noticed that every single day during Shir, he somehow was able to intertwine a little bit of the Yetzias Mitzrayim every day. No matter what he's talking about, Hilchas Shabbos, he sticks in Yetzias Mitzrayim. Wherever he was, Nida, he sticks in Yetzias Mitzrayim. Why? Yeah, exactly. Some people safari, some people Ishkoyach. I take it. Shlomo, one comment per share, please. According to me, that he doesn't repeat himself. This way Yetzias Mitzrayim. It makes a lot of sense that I had to insert somewhere. He pretended, so to speak, in the middle of a shir, he's stuck in Yetzias Mitzrayim as if it's part of the rest of the thing, but he wanted to talk about Yetzias Mitzrayim to be yoy to the mitzvah. But anyways, he's going to repeat it to himself later on. Why did he have to stick in Yetzias Mitzrayim during a shir? Because he's concerned that he's going to repeat it later on. You could say Yetzias Mitzrayim the whole day, but he wanted to say Yetzias Mitzrayim by the Zman Kriya Shema. And he fell asleep because that's all we need. La is one pasuk. He told his slave, make sure you beat me up so I have enough kavanah for the first pasuk. Don't be mitzareh me to wake me up in the rest. You see how tired they were. They were like literally, they needed somebody to squeeze them and to push them just to say the first pasuk. He said to the son of Rabba, Avuch, Rabba, how did Rabba do it? Only for the first pasuk. Rabbi Yosef, Prakdon, laying on your back. Lo yikra Kriya Shema. You're not supposed to say Kriya Shema when you're lying on your back. Mikrahu de lo likri homigin shaper dummy. Is it a right to even lay on your back without saying anything? Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi, light amad going to have parked. He used to curse whoever laid on his back. It's gaiva. You don't lay like that, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Amri, the best way la halacha is to lay on your side. On your stomach is also problematic. Your back is a gaiva on your side. Amri migno ki matzli. Over here, the word matzli doesn't mean to daven, like I initially thought when I first read it. Matzli means to move a little bit to the side. To lean. Migno ki matzli shaper domi. If you are leaning to the side, it's okay. Mikro, afagav de matzli name also. If you are on your back and you lean a little bit to the side, you shouldn't say Kriya Shema like that. That's the chiddush. But Rabbi Yochanan matzli v'kari, but Rabbi Yochanan would say Kriya Shema leaning to the side. Shani Rabbi Yochanan about Basar he had a lot of calories, like Reb Pessin said on Shabbos, in a nice way. Have a wonderful day. Welcome to all the friends and family. Have a